Hey yo, what up gamers? Welcome to E3. These glasses have got so much dust in and very recently an event called the Electronic Entertainment Expo, or E3, happened over a few days and lots of new games were announced. You know what E3 is if you're watching this video. I decided that I wanted to make a video on E3 and the games that were announced and the games that I've excited for or find interesting. Never made a video like this before. I was going to make one for E3 2017 last year, but I just never got around to doing it, and by the time I wanted to do it or remembered, it was a bit late. All the conferences, as far as I know, ended yesterday, as yesterday was the Nintendo Direct of E3, and I think it'll be interesting to have a look through some of the games that I find interesting or want to maybe buy. So there are 7 conferences that I'm going to go through about the games that were announced. I'll be talking through, like I said, the games that I'm excited for and how I thought the conferences went. So whatever, let's just get into the video.
Thank you. Love you.
So start off with EA's conference. Was it good? EA's are always kind of boring because, you know, you always know what they're going to announce. New FIFA, new NBA, new Madden. They always do it every year, and they took such a long time talking about them this year. And I don't know why, because everyone knows they're coming out, but like, everyone knows what to expect. All these games are basically always the same except for a few control changes or like adding a few little different things. There aren't these huge differences between games, and even if there was or wasn't a huge difference, the fans are still going to buy them. So they're kind of just wasting time talking about these sports games that everyone knew were going to come out and no one really cared about. And then they talked about FIFA 18 World Cup special like event or something. Who cares? Who plays FIFA now? And whoever does play FIFA, you know what you're getting. EA also talked about Battlefield 5 or Battlefield V if you want to be dumb about it. I've never really been too into the Battlefield series. I played a little bit of Battlefield 1, you know, the World War 1 version, not the original Battlefield. I played a little bit of the open beta when that was out on PS4, and I didn't really like it too much. It was okay. It was a bit harder. Maybe I was just being dumb, and maybe it was a bit broken or whatever because it was the beta. Obviously, that's understandable. But I didn't really enjoy it enough to want to buy the game, and so I didn't. Battlefield just doesn't really interest me that much. There was some new Battlefront 2 news, which, whatever, I don't have that game. I feel like if I do buy it, they won't let me play it. I'll have to, like, pay more to play it. Then they announced this game called A Sea of Solitude, which looks really artsy, or, like, I don't know, it's just really interesting to me. One of the developers, or some woman's do of the game, came out and explained that she wrote it when she was in a really tough time of her life or something. It was, like, a very quiet trailer, and it was, like, you know, there's a boat, and it looks interesting. Like, there's no gameplay of it as far as I know, but it looks, I don't know, it looks like it could be good. It looks like an interesting kind of little game. I don't know, we'll see. And that was really all from the EA conference that excited me. I think they announced something called Anthem, or yeah, whatever, like what, I don't care. All right, on to Xbox.
World premiere exclusive.
There's a little bit more footage and word on Fallout 76. Once again, I haven't really ever played a Fallout game, but I don't know, Fallout 4 does look interesting. I don't really get if they all connect to each other. I don't think so. I know that Fallout 76 is a prequel, so they must connect in some way. All I know is that you can play online. You can still play solo, but the game is mostly based online. You can find people to like help you out. It's basically just a Fallout game where you can also have online people on there as well, but not huge parties because obviously it's Fallout. It's meant to be an apocalypse, so you can't expect tons of players around. It's a wasteland. A new Life is Strange spin-off based in the same universe as Life is Strange, and it's free, so that's good. It's based around this kid who, like, I guess is making up his own story of being a superhero. It's called The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit, so as you can tell, it's like a really childish kind of name. I hadn't really played much of Life is Strange, to be fair. I played some of the first game and I finished 2 episodes of it, and I didn't ever replay it because the footage I had of episode 2 corrupted, and I tried to go back to record it again, and then my computer crashed, and I've just never played it since then. And obviously Life is Strange Before the Storm came out, and then this is coming out, and Life is Strange 2 coming out eventually. But what I played of Life is Strange, I really did find it interesting. I really do find those kind of games where you, like, you know, choose different options and different things happen in the timeline of the game. I find them really interesting. I loved Until Dawn. The little bits of Tales from the Borderlands I played, I found really funny and interesting. So these games do interest me. I just never really play them that much. To be fair, I don't really play many video games anymore, especially like story-based games. I always want to keep them for streams or videos, but I never make game videos on story games anymore. I never really stream. I just kind of never really play them. I need to get out of that. I need to get out of the whole gaming YouTuber mindset and actually play video games on my own. Some Sea of Thieves stuff. I don't know if they're DLC or something. Forza Horizon 4. Just a racing game, really, innit? I think I've got enough of them. It's like The Crew 2. Okay, cool. You can You can go in different vehicles, on land, on sea. Who really cares? Just Cause 4. This is a game I'm interested in. I never played Just Cause 1 or 2. I played Just Cause 3. I really loved it. It was so much fun. Even the story, even though I skipped most of it, seemed pretty interesting to me. Just exploding stuff and just progressing like that. It was just really fun to me. I loved the whole zipline, or not zipline, but you know, the whole mechanic about it. You move about. I found it really fun. There were some grievances, of course, like if you played it on the console and you blew up a lot of stuff at once and all the police are coming at you, then the game slowed down quite a bit. It never crashed. It just slowed down and the frame rate was very choppy. Also, there was like the network limitations. For some reason, even though hardly any of this game is online, the only online piece of this game is the leaderboards about, you know, scores and all that kind of stuff. That's the only online piece. But yeah, you still can't play the game if you're not connected to the internet, which really annoys me. But other than that, really good game. This game looks even better. It's the same basic stuff, you know, like exploding stuff and all that. I feel like if it just kept that, I would be fine with that. I'd probably still buy it. They're also implementing loads of like extreme weather precautions and all this kind of other effects into it, like tornadoes and all this stuff that affects the environment and all that kind of stuff. It looks crazy, and then it looks fun. I think some DLC to Cuphead maybe, I don't know, and then some word in Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't really care about Kingdom Hearts 3. I never played any of the other Kingdom Hearts games. It just confuses me, the whole thing. Apparently the games are hours long as well, so it's like I don't care to play all this. And then there was like Kingdom Hearts 2.5, like, and that was free, and I've got frozen characters in. Cool. Bethesda. Bethesda had some cool stuff. Doom 2 was announced. I've never played the original Doom, but my friends have played it, and from what I've seen of it, it looks really interesting. Looks like it'd be a really fun game. It's called Doom Eternal, which is a really cool name, by the way, especially with the whole hell landscape we've got in the theme of the game. More word in Fallout 76. And then there's the interesting stuff, Skyrim. No, I've never really gotten into an Elder Scrolls game. I played a little bit of Skyrim on the Switch, like not that hardly at all any of it. Like I only played it because my girlfriend at the time told me to play it, and then broke up. Well played of it. I can see the appeal if you really want to, like, you know, just get invested in the story and play all these side quests and go through the whole map. I can see the appeal of it, and so that's probably why it's been announced on every console ever. They had like this jokey trailer about it being on the Amazon Echo, which went on for a bit long and I thought was actually real for a bit. What they actually announced was a mobile Elder Scrolls game, some card game thing, and then Elder Scrolls 6. Cool. That would be good for fans of the game. SquareEnix.
You're too late.
SquareEnix didn't really have much new stuff from what I remember. There was like, you know, more stuff on Kingdom Hearts 3, some more stuff on, you know, The Life is Strange. But other than that, didn't really see a lot there. There's a game called The Quiet Man, which was like teased with a semi-cinematic trailer, which, you know, sure, looks strange and intriguing. Some stuff about Shadow of the Tomb Raider, so a new Tomb Raider game. Didn't exactly look incredibly different from the other ones, even though they kind of led on as if they was. Square Enix's conference disappointed a lot of people because they thought they were going to see something different. They were expecting a lot of stuff and it didn't come out, especially something called the Avengers Project, which was teased like a year ago by Marvel Entertainment on their YouTube channel. No one knows what it is yet, except for the fact that Square Enix is to do with it, and it's called the Avengers Project. A video game, a series of video games, maybe it's not even a video game, but it's by Square Enix, so it must be a video game, right? And that was a year ago. Nothing else has come out about it yet. But that's really about it. Bit disappointing, to be fair, if you've been watching all the other games. On to Ubisoft. Now what Ubisoft do in all their E3 press conferences is something that I love to laugh at, because they have this game franchise called Just Dance. And it's one of the most casual games that people buy all the time. They always have something about it in their conferences, and it's so funny. And they don't only just present it in a cringy way like all the other companies do. No, what they do is they have a big dance party. Just Dance 2019 on the PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, Nintendo Wii U, and the Wii still. It's 2018. And they're still releasing stuff on the Wii. There's a new Trials game announced, which could be fun. Like, I've played a bit of Trials Fusion, and I actually enjoyed the little bits I've played of it. I'm not good at it, but it was good. I think it could be fun. More info on Beyond Good and Evil 2 was announced, which is good because that excited a lot of people last year with the cinematic trailer of the monkey swearing a lot and going, Domacito or something like that. I'm curious to see what this game's going to be because I don't really know much about it. A game called Starlink, which name sounds cool. Anyway, everybody we want to see is some Assassin's Creed gameplay. I don't really care much about the Assassin's Creed series. Another controversial opinion. I never played an Assassin's Creed game. I know a lot of people who have. This one's called Assassin's Creed Odyssey, so everyone's of course making the Nintendo memes about it. It's set in ancient Greece, I think, and like, okay, sure. If you like the Assassin's Creed series, I'm sure you're excited about this. I just don't really care. PlayStation.
Here in this tent, this church tent we've created here.
PlayStation started with some guy on a banjo. That's interesting. Last of Us 2. That's what people are excited for. I played some of Last of Us, and what the little bit I played of it, I found fun. I didn't find it like incredible, but I could definitely see why people thought it was incredible. I'm sure if I finished the game, I would have loved it a lot more. Because I'm an idiot, I only played like a few hours worth. The Last of Us Part 2. Yeah. Hell yeah, boy. Basically the big thing of this conference, other than of course Spider-Man, the Spider-Man game that everyone's extremely hyped for some reason. I'll probably buy it, like it does look fun. A lot of people are extremely hyped for it though, and I don't really see why the extreme hype. It's a Spider-Man game. Cool. I haven't seen anything of it so far that made me go, oh my god, I need this game. But I like Spider-Man and I might buy it. It does look cool, like, you know, the Iron Spider suit and stuff like that. That's going to be cool. Something called Tetris Effect, which is okay, just Tetris game, whatever. But it does look quite interesting. Look up why it's different. That's really what interests me in that conference. And now, the one everybody loves, Nintendo.
I can't wait to drop off the battle bus and meet some of you on the battlefield in Fortnite.
Nintendo Directs is always cool because it's just a direct, they just show trailers, and I guess that's also what SquareEnix is like from what I remember. I literally just launched some of it. They announced a new Mario Party game, which is Mario Party 11, but it's called Super Mario Party for the Nintendo Switch. Basically, all these games are for the Nintendo Switch, by the way. Everybody loves the Switch, so that's good. Including me. I love that goddamn console. Perfect for the Switch. It's going back to how the Mario Parties used to be and not the whole everyone one cart thing. Fortnite was announced on there. Another unpopular opinion. I've never played Fortnite that much. I played one game of it. I could see the appeal. It was crap at it and stopped playing it. I see what people like about it. I can see the appeal, like I said. I just haven't really gotten much into it. But now it's on Switch and I think it's free. So I'll probably play it more. Mr. Reggie, my body is ready guy came out. And then what everyone was waiting for, Smash news. Once again, another unpopular opinion. I am not in love with the Smash series. Don't hate it. Don't dislike it. Just don't love it. The only Smash game I've had is Super Smash Bros. For 3DS, and it was okay. Yeah, sure. It was good. I would have preferred it if there was like more unlockables and stuff. Maybe there was, other than like, you know, just the trophies and stuff. Like if you could unlock characters and stuff like that, instead of them just giving you all the characters. But in this one, you can do that. Guess what characters are in there? Oh, you know, just every character ever in a Smash game. Inkling and Ridley. The amount of detail that they've put into this game looks incredible. Over 60 characters. They've given them multiple different skins. They've updated, you know, their movesets. They've given like little helper characters. Remastered old maps from Melee. Put new maps in. Even little changes like having two versions of Bayonetta and having their voices slightly different. Or maybe it was that gun sound effects were slightly different each version, and there was a different character which had two different versions with two different voice actors. Just these tiny little details. I see why these are like that this much if this amount of effort is put into them. Waluigi's in the game, but he's not a character. Fans who do care about Waluigi are like, oh, I want him in there, and he's just never put in there. He's put in as a helper to Wario. Just they know what they're doing. They're taking the piss out of you guys. The amount of effort that Masahiro Sakurai has put into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate looks insane. The little details, the fan servicing, it's ridiculous. And on top of that, they put in two new characters, or three really, because of course they've got Girl Inkling, Guy Inkling, and Ridley. He's huge. He couldn't fit on the screen in the original Metroid from what I remember. I might buy this game. We'll see. And that's about it on the E3 news. So there's a lot of games that I was interested in. Not sure if I'm going to buy all of them. Probably definitely not going to buy all of them. I didn't even mention like Overcooked 2 and stuff like that. It's the little indie games that they threw in there as well. There's of course some things that were left out which aren't really talked about, like the Avengers Project, Super Metroid 4, stuff like that. But overall, series was fine. Conferences. E3 2018 was fine. I enjoyed it. I liked watching the streams, you know, watching the streamer watch the stream and stuff like that. E3 is always fun because it's fun to see all these updates and games that, you know, you want to see come out and all that kind of stuff. Would be more fun if the developers don't release teasers for their game a few weeks beforehand. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. But I like E3. Love it or hate it, it's a good thing for the game industry as far as I can see. It gets people hyped about these games and should give them little bits of information and just gets them more excited than they would be if they just saw an advert or whatever, or a trailer. It's an excuse for all these developers to show off their games, which some of which are really passionate about. Of course, maybe not Just Dance 2019, but some games that people announce and they see these developers go on stage at E3, like the woman with Sea of Solitude. She looked extremely happy to be there at E3 and show off this game, which she'd obviously put a lot of work into and a lot of heart as well by the sound of it. I like E3. Maybe next year I'll make another video on E3 2019. I have no idea when this video is going to come out because I've been recording for over 35 minutes. Jesus Christ, I recorded for way too long. But anyway, I'm gonna go. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Make sure if you did enjoy it, leave a like down below and subscribe for more content from me if you want to. If you want gaming content, this is the gaming content you get. Thanks for watching, Sage friends, and goodbye.